Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and we just have a good time.
Yeah.
So
have fun with it.
Sit back or work out or do whatever you're going to do and listen in. Tune in.
Tune in.
Or tune out. Just throw us in, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's funny. But before the workouts and before all that, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button so you get notifications when we go live. If you have any ideas, any talk points, if you want to call me and Kevin idiots, anything along those lines, shoot us an email at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com. Shoot us a tweet at CoreyKevin1. And then if you want to use our special hashtag, Embrace the nothing.
Whoa, I think we just said that in unison. I'm pretty excited.
That's crazy.
Can't wait for that to be in the editing. We're like, we actually just talked over each other. Can't hear it.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah. That's awesome.
Please do call us an idiot.
Yes.
I will be so happy if we get like an email and the subject says idiots, or you're an idiot or something. Like, okay, thanks.
That'd be funny.
Glad you're listening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's awesome.
So, I had like an impressive year, I'd like to say, and I'm not talking about 2020 or whatever. I'm just talking like 365 days. So
okay,
I looked at I just finished another feature script, and I'm really excited about it.
Okay,
so
nice.
It's in 5 competitions right now.
Dude, holy shit! Okay,
yeah. So I'm really excited about it. It's called The Muscle, and it's pretty awesome. The log line is something like, if you were the first person with superhuman abilities, would you be a superhero, a villain, or a vigilante? What would you be? I think it's a good question.
That is a good question. That is a great question. I mean,
what separates, what makes a superhero a superhero?
Yeah.
So anyways, very excited about that. And
that's awesome, man.
I started about 6 months ago.
Okay.
Now, that one I started, and I couldn't help but write another one. So I had to put that one on the muscle on the back burner, and I wrote The Harvest, and I cranked that one out in 2 weeks. And ever since, I've been working on this one. Obviously, I take some time off.
Oh yeah,
Not great at being consistent. Podcasting is one of the most consistent things ever. I don't think I've taken a week off at all. I think we recorded.
We recorded one.
We recorded like 2 or 3 in a week just so I could take a week off, but I don't consider that taking a week off.
No.
But because I put in the work.
Yeah, put in the work. The work is still there.
But yeah, it's about 6 months of work, and I finished. I put up on my whiteboard. I'm like, you know what? I need to finish this thing, and I put a timeline on the whiteboard, and I was like, wow, this is actually working. It's getting me amped up, and I finally finished it. I had Jessica read it, and man, Jessica was just like, oh, these are getting better.
Nice.
Like
Okay.
from like a structure standpoint, from a flow standpoint, she's like, I can read this so smoothly and everything. I'm like, awesome. But I honestly don't remember what I was talking about. I had an idea of what I was talking about in the beginning, but now I'm just talking about the screenplay. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I wrote it. Took me about 6. My impressive year. So
Yes.
all right, I wrote The Muscle. But in the time I wrote The Muscle, within that 6 months, I took like 2 weeks out, and I wrote The Harvest. So that's 2. And then in March of 2020, I actually started a screenplay called The Middleman. And I actually finished that one in September. So within 365 days, I completed 3 feature-length scripts.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
sweet.
felt really excited
Yeah.
about that. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
really
wow,
good.
all right. Now, if I could just get them out there, you know?
Well, absolutely. Yes, you gotta get them somebody to purchase them. You know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like such an exciting feeling.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
sweet,
just
man.
like, oh man, like my brain can think of other things now. I can go on to other things. Like I was like
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I sat upstairs one day for like 2 hours hammering on out, script. Um, and over the next week or two, I erased all of it. I was like, man, that 2 hours was full of garbage. I hated it, and everything that I wrote that night, I rewrote it. I was like, this is awful.
Really.
Yeah. But it's so much fun, man. Like
The writing experience is
I went through like old drafts and was like, wow, I had so many different ideas of like what was going to happen and the finished product and everything. It's so cool. But yeah, I did 5 screenwriters contests. I'm really excited about Blue Cat. I did Blue Cat again.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, that's one that we entered, right?
Yes.
That's
So
one yeah, okay.
Corey and I co-wrote a screenplay called Faraday the Notice.
Yes.
We also co-wrote a horror film called The California Killer. You know, so like really, I owe you a lot of thanks because like you helped me. Like we sat down, like we survived a night camping with a possible serial killer, and the next day we woke up, we said we're gonna write a movie.
Yep.
And bam, I've just been writing ever since.
That's awesome, man. You gotta get that jump start.
I think
really
What's that?
I say I really enjoy like writing and stuff. I just don't have the words that you can put on the thing. That's the thing. You can put it into different words than like that's one thing noticing like when we wrote like your words that you can put on a piece of paper read a lot better than like the you're just more descriptive and more like that's what I mean by it. Like it's not like you can
I'm
just
very
write
visual.
Yes.
Yeah. I write visually. Yeah.
And I can come up with ideas. I can write. You know what I mean? Like I can like do all of those things, but actually putting it to script form and stuff. That's where I don't. I feel like Charlie Kelly out there. You know what I mean? Drawing a bunch of photos. Like you know what I mean? If I showed you my thing, I got magazine cutouts. You know, I mean, it's all over words. You know, I mean, a lot of people think I'm in trouble when I send it to them, but you know, I'm just saying.
That's amazing.
So, that's where but so. But yeah, so that's one thing, like, because I really enjoyed, like, when we did it, you know what I mean? But I just think that, like, but sometimes, obviously, two brains don't always think alike, you know what I mean? So, like, there's different things that could happen in between our, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I really love the collaborative,
awesome.
Getting together and writing, and that was a lot of fun. Just
fun.
to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was It's Always Sunny when they were like, yeah, in the writer's room, it's probably about 90% BS and then 10% of actually writing. That's super true. But that is how you get your ideas.
Well, absolutely, 100%. And because even future ones, you know what I mean? Even like us talking about the same one. Yes, we can bouncing movies idea, the same movie idea off each other, but then all of a sudden you're like, well, wait a minute. What about this idea? And then it turns into a different movie.
Yeah.
So, that's what happens.
And sometimes I've had, because I've got like a notebook full of ideas. I've got a bunch of scripts started, but not actually in any form.
Yeah.
But I've come up with these scenes with these characters, and then I actually am able to like almost cherry pick them out of there. Like, oh hey, I can. Okay. This character doesn't belong in this movie. Actually, they belong in this one, or that scene. No, that scene belongs in here because this is this whole other thing. It's cool how you could just pull whatever you want. I mean, I love creative writing. I mean, it's such an amazing thing. I mean, when I was thinking about it, because I have Jessica read all of them. Even when it was The California Killer, it was like, all right, here's our second draft. Throw it over to Jessica. She reads it, and then we type up all the spelling mistakes, punctuation, that's kind of stuff, and
she's awesome for doing that too.
Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely amazing. Yeah. You know what's interesting? So we wrote The California Killer,
which
was 96 pages long.
Okay.
which seems like I'm like, wow, I can't believe we got to 96 pages. That's just impressive right there.
Yes, it is.
But Faraday was 116 pages. That's including the title page. So we co-wrote those. Now I wrote The Harvest in 2 weeks. That was 95 pages.
Okay.
I wrote the Middleman, and that was 95 pages. And then I wrote The Muscle, 116 pages. I'm like, man, it's either like an hour and a half or a little over.
Yeah.
It's so weird, like you know. And I'm not planning it that way. I just like write, and it winds up. I hit save for the day, and I'm like, oh, this is on pace of that other one. This is weird.
That's so funny. That's funny.
But yeah, I entered into Blue Cat. There's this one that I'm really excited about. Austin Film Festival. It's a huge film festival, but they have a screenwriting contest in there.
Okay.
And I entered that one. And then there's the International Page Awards and a Screencraft feature, or a Screencraft Screenwriting Awards and a Screencraft First Look Pilot. Now, that I was like kind of interested in just because. So what they kind of say is like a screenwriting contest is more for, okay, does this person show the talents? Like, oh, okay, they show the talents on the page. Maybe the story or the plot isn't like the greatest, but the execution was good. You're a good writer. Like there's something, you could still win just because of those points, right?
Okay.
This First Look is all about like marketability and actually getting it out there. So like it's almost like if it wins, it becomes a movie type of thing. So I'm like,
gotcha.
Let's try that out.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's sweet.
Like
man.
that would be. I mean, that would just be amazing, man.
That would be sweet.
I just want the credit on the screen. I don't care.
Yeah.
People are like, that movie was garbage. Yeah, but you saw it in theater and my name's up there, so.
Yep. Got it.
I loved it.
Yeah. That's funny. That's awesome. So speaking of that, though, I did watch a movie that you just reminded me of, and I had to make sure I had the name of it right. I just watched it. It's called The Disaster Artist.
Oh, excellent! Excellent!
Dude, I saw it. It's crazy that you're like, this is what we're talking about. I just watched it, too. So funny.
That's a great representation, right?
Yes. So
screw it. I'm going to achieve my dreams.
I don't care. I don't
have millions of dollars, though.
No. But yeah, sure. Well, an endless pocket because he spent... So, facts on that movie, that like they said it was like $6 million.
Yeah,
like
of his own money.
Of his $6 million of his own money, and it only brought in, the box office only brought in like 4.6. 4.6 is, so
no, like, I think it was $1,400.
Well, like the release date was, but like overall for the film. Like,
I gotcha. Well, yeah,
he spent $6 million.
It like took off as like, almost like, hey, this is what not to do in a movie.
100%.
This is
yes,
not how you make a movie.
Yes, and not to spend millions of dollars on it.
Dude, when he had two cameras. And they're like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm shooting digital and film. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do
what are you
Or
doing?
using the green screen to show, like, why wouldn't you just go up to a rooftop? Like, what are you spending all this money to do? Like, no way, man. This is going to be big Hollywood budget,
Yeah. When Seth Rogen's in there, he goes, are we really shooting in this alleyway?
Oh, yeah.
There's an alleyway out there that looks, he goes, wait. He goes, is that the same alleyway? I lost it. I'm like, that is so funny. That is awesome. That's pretty good.
That movie, though, is so well done.
Oh, absolutely. It was good.
It was so well done.
I really enjoyed the movie itself, and it actually made me read more about him, too.
Tommy Wiseau?
Yes. So actually it made me read more about him, because I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Who is this guy? You know what I mean? And they still say, like, at the end of the movie they say it, too, but even, like, on the internet still, to this day, they keep saying they have no idea how much money this guy's made, how he made his money, or anything.
Right.
No idea about any.
He just says he's from New Orleans, man.
Exactly. Yeah. So and then he found his friend from there too. Did you ever watch like at the end of the movie? Did you watch after the credits? How like sometimes they bring other stuff in. So they brought back. It was like when the movie ended. I like ran in here to do something like food cooking or something, right? So I come back in and it went back to like other clips, and it was him like actually talking to I think the actor, so James Franco was actually talking to
Tommy Wiseau.
So at the very end, so it's just funny, you know what I mean? They both said they're both from New Orleans, right? You know what I mean? And then so I'm like, that's so funny, like I just like the way that like that whole thing happened, and he sounds really, good thing to James Franco, man. He did a pretty good job, very convincing the entire time.
I honestly get lost in his character. I don't even think of him as James Franco because. My initial thing was like, oh man, James Franco leading with Dave Franco. Like, that's so cool. Yeah. That's got to be such a
for sure
fun set. But then, like, when you see James, I'm sure James Franco was like, he was Tommy Wiseau. You know, like that dude was straight Tommy Wiseau. Like, I if I was on set, I would even be like, dude's nailed it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and the crazy part is actually the very first. Like when I first saw him, remember when Dave Franco goes up there and he was silent at the very beginning of the movie, and then James Franco, Tommy Wiseau, or you know what I mean, he walks up there and then he does that interact. He brings a girl up there and then he does that crazy interact. That's the first time you ever meet him.
Yeah.
So
they're doing acting on the stage.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Improv, right? I think that's what it's called. Or, I don't remember, but anyways, so when you do that at the very beginning. I didn't even see James Franco in there yet because I was like who is this guy? I didn't know this guy was going to be him. You know what I mean? I'm not really paying attention to it much. And then in the middle of his act, don't get me wrong, he starts doing something and you can hear it in its voice. You could tell that it's James Franco.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, that's definitely him. You know what I mean? But at first, when I first saw him, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then looking up did good job, man. I was just all around.
Yeah, honestly, the movie was excellent. Yeah, like that, it's like, it's funny because like that movie is a phenomenal movie, right? About just an absolutely awful movie, and that's amazing. Congratulations, like you guys knocked that out of the park. That's awesome. They said that that Tommy wanted to cameo in the movie, and they kept telling me like it just wouldn't make sense. Like it would throw everything out.
Everything
off. Wouldn't make sense. So yeah. But
that's that's
a great movie. Yeah,
it's a good movie. Yeah. And then all right, so I mean I don't want to ruin anything, but do you remember the intimate scene? You know, do you remember the part where
where he's like verbally abusive, right?
Well, yeah, and then she's got makeup. She go put makeup. Go cover your blemishes up, right?
Yeah.
What is this? You have to look beautiful. What is that? He gets up there. He's got to show his stuff, right? His ass, you know. And then she goes, "Why are you up so high?" She goes, "That's my belly button." It was just so funny. like, what are you doing? I made me laugh. I don't know why. I thought it was I was actually like almost cry laughing at that moment.
You know, in our household, we say, "Oh hi, Mark." A lot and
oh
hi
funny.
Mark, I did not. Oh hi Mark. that gets said a lot around here, you know.
That's funny. That's awesome.
I did not. Oh hi Mark. Like what?
Yeah, what?
Who? Like, I don't know, man. Like the dialogue. Oh, dude. Zac Efron's character is like so hardcore for like the smallest amount of time, dude. It is hilarious.
He's full bore into that part, and then it's funny because he does a great job. Then his acting buddy, the 15-year-old kid that's getting gunned down by he's same age you are. Yeah. How old are you? 15, 16? He's like, oh, you have this kid getting gunned down the street. He's some sort of gangster, you know what I mean? That was so funny. Like, I'm like, oh, all right, you know. Sorry.
That Zac Efron cracked me up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it's in that fucking role. Yeah.
What's funny, so it's funny that you brought this up last time that that you're like, oh, about that new show that Zac Efron's in. I haven't watched a new show or anything, but like when I looked it up in the last podcast, like seeing him with like a full beard and stuff, he like doesn't even look the same. He looks like older. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. So he in that movie he actually had that. So it's the first time I've actually seen him acting with the beard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so crazy, man. It's just
he's he's an actual actor now.
Well, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like that's wild. All right, cool. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I haven't really. He's not like one of those guys that I'm like, oh, I gotta go watch a Zac Efron movie. Nothing against the guy. I'm not saying that.
There's nothing against Zac Efron. I just don't pay money for your movies and theaters.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I would if. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Well, I really like that. All right, I'm gonna look up that one Zac Efron one.
What the show you're talking about?
No, it's not a show. It's a movie. Extremely wicked, shockingly evil and vile. That's the movie title. Okay. Extremely wicked, shocking, evil, and vile. Zac Efron plays Ted Bundy. He did a really good job. But I feel like I've seen him. I felt like Neighbors actually like showcased like a different side of Efron because he plays the jock, but then like they give him feelings, like
that's true. Yeah, that is true. I'll give you that. Yeah.
I can't think off the top of my head right now, but I feel like I've seen him in other stuff and I haven't minded him. Just can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, I watched Bad Grandpa.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one I haven't watched yet, actually.
Okay, with Robert De Niro.
I started watching it over at a friend's house, and then they actually were like, just don't watch a TV version of it because like when you actually watch the uncut version, like the non-TV version, the original, it's actually a lot better because they actually like you get to see more stuff. Like they cut out some of the funny like it's Bad Grandpa. It's the whole point of the thing.
Yeah, right.
We were watching it.
So we watched it on some TV. Funny stuff. Right.
Exactly. So they're like, so they're like, if you're gonna watch it that way.
It's like watching Pineapple Express on TV.
I know.
Like,
yeah, that's so fun. And actually, I did watch Pineapple Express the other night too. Well, like probably 3/4 of it, and then watched all the funny parts.
I love
and
that
then
movie.
So it gets serious. Oh, it's so funny. I can watch it all the time.
Yeah, I can watch that all the time. I might actually watch that tonight.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So seriously, I mean, it's on Netflix, just so you know. But anyways,
yeah.
Let me ask you this. So me, I was talking to my my little bros. All right, my little brothers. We're talking about movies, okay? They both were talking that movies. Neither one of them watch movies much. My one little brother watches a little bit more than the other. So I just asked him. I said, "Have you guys ever?" Just because you brought up Pineapple Express, it made me think of it. Superbad, okay? Superbad. Okay? As a teenager, would you think that like majority of kids have watched Superbad? Like,
I mean, it's from 2007, though.
Yes. Okay, but okay, maybe that's why. But like. So my little brothers have watched it, and I have gotten gleaming reviews on both, and they said they are so mad that they have never seen it and they absolutely love it. Neither one of them have ever seen the movie before, so I told them about it.
I mean, it is shocking. Though I'm just like you telling me, so I'm just trying to find answers of why that might be. That's sad. That movie's hilarious.
Hilarious. So they watched it and they were like, wow, this is funny. This is awesome. So my other one brother, but said that him and his friends are actually gonna have a movie party. Social distance movie party, right? They've done this for football games and stuff too, to where they'll have social distance football games. It's like we're watching it together. But what But anyways, so they're gonna do that while watching Superbad. I'm like, that is so crazy. That's awesome. So the movie's gonna get. I mean, good job Netflix for having it on Netflix right now. You are going to get a lot of watches because I think the movie's hilarious. And if you have not watched Superbad, highly noted, watch Superbad.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Be insane if you haven't.
Well, I know. Absolutely. I mean, I still watch it. Probably not every year by any means. Like on a standard, I'm watching Superbad. But at the same time, it's a movie. Like if I'm throwing darts or what I mean, doing something around the house. It's one of those background movies. I can sit down and laugh at it for 5 minutes, and then go walk away and do something. I mean, it's just one of those things that I can do. So that's what we were doing. My brothers were over. We were throwing darts. I turned on Superbad. That's literally the exact concept that happened.
They Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg wrote that script when they were in high school. Actually, Seth Rogen dropped out of high school, but they wrote it when they were young, and they actually were supposed to. They wanted to play the main characters because they were kids at the time, right? That's why the main characters' names are Seth and Evan. But by the time it actually got made, they were too old to play high school kids, so they, Seth, was at least a cop or whatever. Which Seth and Bill Hader, I absolutely love, and I would like to see more of that.
Well, absolutely. I'm not kidding. So I think that movie might be the reason why I'm a kind of a Bill Hader fan too. Bill Hader was absolutely hilarious in that. I'm telling you, like that, he cracks me up. You know, when he gets mad at McLovin at the very end, like
he's just pure disappointed, man. Like
he's like, Seth's like, stop
him. Bros.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, why'd you run? It's so funny, man. It cracks me up. It makes me laugh. I mean, there's other funny parts too, but that part gets me, man. So funny. So,
yeah. What were we talking about before that? Oh, because of the Disaster Artist. Dude, that whole movie's chock full of stars too. You know.
Oh, it is. Oh, I was actually shocked because it actually doesn't even say it.
Bryan Cranston was in it because during the times Malcolm in the Middle. I'm like, that's awesome. I love Bryan Cranston.
I cannot believe that's when Malcolm in the Middle was on. Wasn't that in the 80s? Or was that 90s?
No, 90s, yeah.
Well, I could have sworn they said, or was that when it first started?
I
could have sworn in the movie.
The Room was, I think it's like 90 something.
Well, it's 92, but didn't it? I mean, it took. How long did it take to write and stuff though? Like that's the thing. I mean,
dude, look at the movie. I'm sure it didn't take long to write.
And they say it in the movie. Now I'm upset.
Well, that's just matter. It though. So, all right. So yeah. So look up Malcolm in the Middle. And that TV show came out the year 2000, actually. So that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
So when did The Room come out?
Let me see.
The Room. 2003. Dude, you get out of here. You've got no clue what you're talking about. You said 92. Get out of here. What is this guy even talking about right now?
I meant 03.
The Room with Tommy Wiseau came out in 2003. It's a romance drama. This guy.
Listen, Linda.
How many years do you think it took them to make it? Probably didn't start in 92. We're too old to play the same parts to finish the movie, damn it.
No, I could have swore they moved out to California in like 92.
Well,
LA, I mean.
I know like you don't pay the most attention to movies.
I watched it.
I'm just kidding.
I did. I wasn't playing any games. I wasn't playing Fortnite while watching it, I swear.
It's a great movie. I enjoyed it.
It is a great movie, though, for real. I mean, I'm actually really glad. I almost questioned myself from watching it, like 10 minutes in, because I didn't understand everything about it, and that's what made me like. So I actually looked it up real quick.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
So yeah, I'm like,
it would be a kind of a weird movie to watch if you didn't know about The Room.
I just wasn't sure. I just personally like James Franco, Dave Franco. So I'm like, well, let's see how these guys are. You know what I mean? I'm in a mood to watch a movie, so this is what I'm gonna do. You know?
Yeah,
so
right.
All of a sudden, I'm like. Wait, like I'm kind of confused. Like, what the hell is going on? And then I take that, you know what I mean. So then it made more sense, and then I really enjoyed the rest of the movie. So
I'd say Dave Franco was the best part about 6 Underground with Ryan Reynolds, and he was only in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
I was really actually pissed off with what happened, and I was like, really? Now I have to watch this whole movie without Dave Franco? Like, really?
He was a driver, right?
Yeah. And he was hilarious.
Yeah. I say it's.
He's got that nervous, like, I don't know. He's a very funny actor. I like him. Or even in Neighbors, again, like he was. They give these jocks feelings, and they. Dave Franco was actually in Superbad. He's the guy who is like when Seth's like, go and piss your pants, He's like, dude, it was in the second grade, you know, and they're on the soccer field.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
him?
that's Dave Franco, yeah.
Wow.
He's the kid who peed his pants in the
That's
second grade.
hilarious. How have I never noticed
Dude,
that?
he's in 21 Jump Street. I mean,
Yeah, I did know that
he's
one.
everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Might
Yeah,
not
he
be front and
hasn't had very-
center, but
Well, no, absolutely. Yeah, he's a great background celebrity. But he's great. I mean, I like him, man. I mean, I think he's funny. I enjoy his his demeanor and his attitude. The Franco brothers in general are just funny to me. I really like them.
they're good and it's annoying, you know. Like, oh, cool.
Wait, for sure.
There's two of you.
Oh, sweet. I know.
Very cool. Yeah. What else you watch? You watch anything else?
No. I mean, I did start Narcos.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I think I can't remember if I just watched 5 or if I just watched 6. I can't remember. So I haven't got too far into it. I did watch about half of season 1 of The Good Place too. So
okay.
I've been mixing in both. I haven't watched as much Walking Dead either. So
good. Let's phase that out of your life.
Yes. So
and let's crank up the volume on this other stuff.
For sure. So the only time that I'm actually watching Walking Dead anymore is when I'm playing my games for a little bit extra background noise and something that's what's going on.
Carl, get over here, Carl.
Yeah. Well, there was an episode there. I just want at least want to like.
Oh God, he's gonna bore our ears and our.
Oh no! It was the part where Carl was yelling at after the prison after all that happens. Okay, and then he goes and almost gets murdered like 3 different times. It was so annoying in the episode. I'm like, man, this is stupid. So because Rick's messed up on the couch, he's gonna go out. I understand he's trying to go out and like, I guess it kind of annoys me because he go out to try.
Is that when he eats the pudding?
Well, yeah,
I love that.
But then he almost dies like 3 times though. He almost died.
That pudding though.
Well, he did get the pudding. Good for him. But then he goes back and before he does it, he wishes his dad would die.
Yeah.
And then he comes back after he goes and almost dies, and then he like cries over it, and then never says anything, and everything's fine. Then Michonne's there. I'm like, what happened? You hated your dad. You know what I mean? Maybe
he
you
had
need
some
to say it.
downtime. That's awesome, you know. Yeah.
What?
He had some downtime. He was able to think, walk around.
Like process? Yeah, but he died. Almost died.
Hey, that'll put things in perspective real quick, man.
I guess you're right. Okay, so why are you defending the show, dude? I'm just saying that episode annoyed me.
Just because I like him eating pudding on the rooftop, you know?
What? Well, you like that part?
Yeah, I like him eating the pudding out of a weird-ass giant can of pudding, I guess.
Yeah. I ate 20 ounces of pudding or custard or something. I forget.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was definitely like pudding or custard or something, but yeah. Anyways,
I would hate to be like, well, I mean, I'm sure there are people that are like, I want to be the writer's room of that show, and I'd be like, if I was like, because there's like a table of people writing, and like I'd be like the one person be like, guys, I don't think we're doing something good here, you know? Oh, Kevin's fired.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I forgot. I mean, I don't know. I forgot how. I don't know. We don't have to talk about it, but the governor, man, he was. That dude was a piece of garbage. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he was cool in the first half, and the second half
guy.
of the governor was like, okay, well,
yeah. Bye.
Hey, they're not the only ones that are terrible or that are very good at ruining bad guys. You know, remember Twisty the Clown? I mean, TV. I don't know if I just have a high expectation of TV.
Yeah, I think we got spoiled, dude. Is really what happened. I really think that. When we think about Breaking Bad, the beginning of Game of Thrones,
Lost.
Yes, I mean
there's a pinnacle of TV that we haven't even seen. The Sopranos, The Wire.
That's true. Yeah. The Wire. Well, The Wire started. No, did I start The Wire? No, I didn't actually. No, never mind.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff I still need to watch, but I guess like I don't know. See, like I've watched too much HBO to like be like, oh wow, that show is good. No.
Yeah.
HBO knows what's up, except for obviously season 8, and I think they know they effed up.
Yeah, for sure. And And I did watch the first 2 seasons of The Wire. I did.
Oh, really?
I had to go back and actually watch it. Yeah,
Oh,
I did
okay.
actually watch the first 2 seasons. So I had to go back and actually like look at it. I'm like, wait a minute, I think I have.
Did I watch that?
Yes, because it was actually, but it was really good. Like, that's why I wasn't forgetful. I just had to go back and remind myself. Like as soon as I see the first guy,
Idris Elba.
no, Michael Williams.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
as soon as I saw him
Michael
in there,
K. Williams, is that it?
Michael K. Williams.
Yeah,
Yep, Michael
K.
K.
Williams.
Williams.
Dude, that
And then-
dude is in everything. He's in a really
Community?
good TV show on HBO called The Night Of. What were you gonna say?
What? No,
Well-
I said he was in Community. That's all. That's it.
Oh yeah, he was the
Yeah,
teacher.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was like,
Yep.
I know I was in prison for a long time, but did something change?
Yeah.
Legos used to be just Legos.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh man, it's like,
No, that's
something
yeah.
changed. You know, like it's a weird observation, but
Yes,
all
yeah.
right. That's so funny. Yeah, he's in everything. Okay, I'm gonna drop this real quick. If you've not watched The Night Of with Riz Ahmed, dude, it is incredibly well done.
Okay.
And
You said it's a show or a movie?
it's a TV. It's a mini series on HBO.
Okay.
I think maybe 8 episodes, maybe 9 episodes.
Okay.
But it was incredibly well done, and I think it like kind of sheds like a light on what prison can do to like an innocent person or somebody entering prison while their trials are going on, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's excellent. Oh man, and Riz Ahmed, dude, which I've got to watch The Sound of Metal because he's in that. That's an Amazon exclusive.
Okay.
He's in The Sound of Metal. He's in a ton of stuff, but he's phenomenal actor, phenomenal.
All right. I'm about to give it a shot because I have HBO too. So.
Yeah, The Night Of.
Yeah, The Night Of. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna finish Narcos
It's
first, but
now I would say like if you like True Detective season 1,
yes.
then you'd like it because it is slow, but the subject matter is so interesting. Like everything that's happening is interesting. So it might feel slow to some people, but to be honest, it's just chock full of awesome. Like it's excellent.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'll see. I'll see what it is. Unlike Barry, I'm sorry, just throw a negative into the situation right now, but
Barry, yeah, you just
don't
not.
do it, man. Bill Hader is awesome. I like the guy, and I don't know. I didn't finish what was out. I didn't finish season 2 yet. But it's so slow, and of course it's got its good episodes. But like, okay, I don't need good episodes. I need a good show, and that's
Yeah,
what
right.
I need.
Like, I need all of them to be good.
Yes, like that's the thing. I just don't like this. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't understand. I don't like. There's just too much that I don't understand. I don't like, so I just couldn't. I'm like, and not that I don't understand. I don't take it like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, I don't like what is going on, right? Like that whole type of thing. So it's just really kind of, it messes with me. And maybe towards season 2, at the end of season 2, maybe it's better. But I gave it all of season 1 and not happy with it.
Didn't get better.
No.
Even we watched episode 1, maybe episode 2, and yeah, I think we kind of felt the same way, like underwhelming.
Yeah.
But we didn't continue watching, and I know one day I would like to, but yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so I'm pretty sure, I'm looking it up to verify right now. I'm pretty sure it's listed under a comedy. And it's not a comedy.
See, like that, I mean, it's got to be obviously a really dark comedy.
Yes, but it should need to say that though. It needs to be something like, because it's not a dark comedy. I mean, it's not like there's not, like, yes, there's a couple funny parts because it's Bill Hader though.
It's almost like people saying Eternal Sunshine is a comedy.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. Yeah. No.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
I think you
it's a
misinterpreted that movie, but okay.
Yes, 100%. Yes, yeah, don't, yeah. Like I said,
Like Jim
there's
Carrey's in
funny
it.
parts.
It's a comedy.
Yeah. No.
The number 23. That's definitely a comedy, right?
Yep, that's a comedy. Yeah, I cannot believe that show's got a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Barry, man.
Crazy. So maybe I need to rewatch it, or maybe I like just
Punch yourself in the face. and then rewatch it. Okay.
All right.
But really knock yourself out first. After you come to,
Then turn it on. Okay.
So I think our next move is we're on season 3 of Narcos, and then that's the last season of regular Narcos, and then we're gonna go to Narcos Mexico. I don't know how many seasons of that. I'm hoping it's only like the same thing, like 3 seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping to start The Leftovers.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's just too much TV out there right now for me to constantly keep up. I might have to like watch a movie consistently. Go to work, come home, watch movies.
I know, like, so that's why I was going to bring up the screenwriting thing, because I had, all right, so we recorded on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, dude, I'm working on the script, at least putting an hour or 2 on it,
Yeah.
And then I actually got it done Friday night we were playing games, right?
Yep.
So Thursday night, I think I had a draft ready to go for Jessica to read, and then Saturday she read it, and by Sunday afternoon I had it all typed up. So there's like this chunk of time that went just to writing and thinking and all that stuff. So I did not watch the 2 movies like I was trying to keep up with.
Yeah.
The only things that we watched was Narcos. So it's like nothing new got watched at all. But
It's okay.
that's okay, because we're still at least getting it, the good in.
Yeah, exactly.
Narcos, in my book,
Narcos. Yeah.
man, it's fucking awesome, man.
Well, yeah, and you've watched enough Narcos to like movie time too. I'm just saying.
Oh, absolutely, you're
right. Putting
time.
in,
I've put in some narco time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jessica's falling asleep last night, and I'm like watching. I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna have to rewatch this, but I don't care. It's good, Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would do it.
And then eventually I turned it to South Park because I'm like,
no,
I don't want to rewatch a ton of episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leftovers, I'm hoping is gonna be up real soon.
I'll see. I don't know what I have to really put. I'm gonna write everything down and really just start picking movies and just sticking to the list that I want.
Right.
Just, what I mean? Just write stuff down.
Get a top 10.
Yep.
And don't add to it. Just knock that out, and then see,
Just
that's
make
like
top 10.
what I'd like to do. But
Yeah.
I literally found Narcos. Like, I just put Narcos on. I was like, and I'm like,
why not?
this is so good, Jessica.
Yes,
you gotta watch it. Now it's a family.
That's all. Yeah,
I'm like, I'm like, Clementine, grow up. It's time to watch Narcos.
That's awesome. That's funny.
No, unfortunately, we're watching Corey Carson every now and then.
I don't know who that is.
It's a Netflix children's show that.
Gotcha.
So every car she picks up now, Corey Carson. It's so funny, man.
That's funny.
If she wants to watch TV, we're just playing. She'll just be like, Corey Carson. I'm like, no, Corey Carson right now. But she likes PJ Masks right now.
I don't know. Is that another show?
PJ Masks. You never heard of PJ Masks? Man, even pre kid Kevin knew about PJ Masks. I think it's been out for a little while.
Gotcha.
But it's like these 3 kids who, nighttime comes around. It's the time to fight crime. It's really, it's in their theme song. Nighttime is the right time to fight crime. So my joke to Jessica's always like, it's a shame they see something bad happen during the day. They got to wait till nighttime to do anything about it. Like, that's a pretty terrible superhero.
Yeah.
I'm just going to point that out.
Yep.
I can only come out at night.
That's weird.
But we finally have moved off of the Christmas stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
She's no longer requesting us watching the Elf movies and all that stuff. So we've not been watching a whole lot of TV with her anyways. So.
Oh, okay.
So we've just kind of been like, let's move
get
away
that
from
playtime
Christmas stuff,
Yeah,
We're gonna be hitting
it's over
February here soon.
Yeah.
Actually, this episode is gonna be in February, so right?
It is.
Maybe. Oh no, I don't think so. Anyways,
No,
No.
and I think it is.
It is
Yeah,
February 1st.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Hey, happy February 1st,
Yeah.
everybody.
Woo! Yeah. February 1st day.
You started the second month of 2021. Good luck to you this week. We just end the podcast right there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Woo!
I'm pumped.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But before we go any further, make sure you hit the like. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Actually, no, man. I don't.
Okay.
I haven't watched anything. I haven't done anything else. So that's all I
right.
got, man. What about you? What you got for us?
So I was gonna give just a real quick. Like I said, I didn't watch anything, so I didn't really have anything to say. Don't watch or watch.
Okay.
But I put this shirt on, this wonderful shirt that I got for Christmas from my mother-in-law. Shout out, Jackie, if you're ever going to listen to this ever.
Yes.
Nice
shirt.
I was looking in the mirror, washing my hands, and I was like, oh, how about Raising Arizona for the Monday movie recommendation of the week. Have you ever watched Raising Arizona?
I have not.
All right. Are you a fan of the Coen brothers?
Yeah.
I was going to say, you better be, or I will turn this podcast off immediately.
I am just ending it right now.
Yeah. You'll be like, who's the Coen brothers? Like, and we're done.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single movie of theirs that I have seen that I have not enjoyed or loved, you know.
Yeah.
This movie actually came out in 1987.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was the year I was born, but I really love this movie. It's weird. 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, so you can't say
I was
anything.
trying to find it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's funny.
This is just a solid suggestion across the board. Fast-paced farce about an unlikely pair who go to extreme lengths to have a child. When an incompetent robber marries a policewoman, they discover that they are infertile. In order to appease his wife's longing for a child, the man steals one of a set of quintuplets, but mayhem ensues when the child's rich father sends a rabbit-shooting bounty hunter after the kidnapper. And the kidnapper is none other than Nicolas Cage. It is so good, man. It is so good.
All right.
I mean, he goes to the store to get himself a pair of diapers, and you know, he steals them. You know, he doesn't pay for it. He steals them, dude. It's a really well done movie. Very funny. Very funny. Great dialogue as usual from the Coen brothers.
Yep. Okay. They made some like big movies. I mean, I really like them.
Frances McDormand. She's always in the Coen brothers movies. What is that? Burn After Reading. Couple other ones like I can't think of them. Oh, Fargo. I think she's in Fargo.
Yeah. Okay.
John Goodman. He's constantly in Coen brother movies too.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Like, I mean, a couple of them that I didn't realize. They say Bad Santa. That's a Coen brothers.
Oh yeah.
So like, I that's one that blew my mind. I really didn't know that by any means.
But does it surprise you?
No.
Right.
Exactly. No,
once you learn, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
That's funny. Yeah. So, Raising Arizona, just some really funny scenes in that movie where you're just like, wow, this is outrageous, but it works. And I love Nicolas Cage, man. He's so funny and so good with that. Yeah, he's got a new movie coming out called Mr. Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
You seen any trailers for that?
I have not actually. No. But I mean, depending on this movie that I'm going to watch this week, that's been highly recommended to us. That I will definitely get in this next week. I will tell you how I feel about a new movie of the guy in it, Nicolas Cage.
Well, we're wrong about Bad Santa.
I mean, that's what it just said, though.
It says directed by Terry Zwigoff. And the screenplay was by John Requa and Glenn Ficarra. I've heard that too, though. I've heard the Coen brothers with Bad Santa, but I guess Maybe
that's actually
they produced it. Maybe they were
maybe.
producers for it.
I was saying because it's crazy because I mean all I typed in was Coen Brother films and it came up and I mean that's in the list. So
Yeah, interesting.
well, yeah, because it's crazy though. Even when I typed in Coen Brothers, and then I clicked Bad Santa, and it comes up at the top, Coen Brothers, Coen Brother movies. It's Bad Santa. I mean, that's weird. I mean, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
But anyways, yeah,
that's pretty weird, right?
yeah. Just I don't get it.
See, I'm looking at a list right here, but Bad Santa's not in it. Yeah. But anyways, so scratch that. Bad Santa's not a Coen Brothers movie,
Yeah.
but somehow might be somehow related, whatever.
Yeah.
Raising Arizona is a Coen Brothers movie.
Yes.
Check that one out. Let me know your thoughts. Email, tweet, whatever.
Whatever.
Love to hear some thoughts. Maybe Corey will even watch it. He's been surprising me with your. You've been surprising me with your picks lately, man. Been pretty excited. The Disaster Artist?
I know.
Awesome.
I mean, just throwing different things out there, you know? I mean, just might as well. Why get stuck in a rut, right?
That's
Got
how
that
I feel.
rut.
Yep. That's how I feel. You gotta
So,
push the ball forward, you know?
it's bird law.
Bird law. I'm not
start
saying bird
changing.
law makes sense,
Yes. But bird law, you know?
but bird law, yeah.
Even it out. I don't know. I'm just trying to make something up for it, you know?
All right. Well, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, man, that's all I have.
All right, then. Well, anybody who's watching, anybody who's listening, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Give us some notifications. Send us an email. Tweet at us. Call us idiots.
Idiots.
And have yourself one hell of a week.
Thanks for listening.
Get out there and get at them.
Get at 'em.